Hello everyone, I'm Gux, and today I'm here to present my finest game of ARB I've probably ever played, which is still probably pretty bad. The Defen videos really paid off. In this game, I'm in the AV-8C Harrier, I get 4 kills and 2 bases, and I win a 1v2 against 2 MiG-21Ss. In the end, I'll show you how much RP and SL I got, and yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to be in a replay because I didn't actually record the real game. I don't have enough storage or the actual computer power to do that. And here I just loaded into the game, and I'm running 2 9Gs and 3 Mark 77 incendiary bombs, and we're gonna go bomb a base because I'm currently grinding out the US tech tree, grinding out the F5E, and I think the bombs just help me get a little more SL, and RP every game. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. And now here, little dumb thing happens. I don't know how the map works on this game, and I just kind of missed the base, and here I tried to turn around for it. So sorry that I'm using this view right now. I'm going to be switching to mouse view in a second so you don't all get motion sick. But yeah, we turn around and I decide to go for this base. And I see there's still nobody really around. So yeah, we get the base and I've chased his F-86 and I actually don't realize he crashed. And I see in the chat that he crashed. Finally, we turn back around towards the center of the map. So I see the IE here is pretty close to me, and I start chasing him down. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it on while we launch the missile, and we head on him. We manage to severe him. You can't really tell, but the score goes up, I believe. Now, CL-13 here, not really paying attention. We just let off the AIM-9G, and that's going to hit. Now, we do a bunch of other stuff. We launch another... Actually, I'm wrong. The first AIM-9G does not hit. This one hits and kills this F-86. The MiG-21 comes right under me, and I miss the shot, and we go into chase. We have the worst aim of my existence. I miss here. I miss again. I miss one more time. And here I managed to crit him, and I hit him again, which is enough to send him into the ground. Then that's kill number 3. And here I'm running low on ammo. I have no 9Gs left, and I have like, what, 50 rounds of cannon rounds left. Now I'm just going to fly over this way because there's a bunch of people in the area and see maybe if I could get a kill or two. Now, there's nobody left here, so I decide I'm almost out of ammo. I have 26 rounds left, so I'm just going to head back to base. While that, the little AI unit pops up on my screen, I decide to go for that instead. And this was a pretty satisfying moment. You know, 26 rounds, it's like a little tiny burst for the Aidens. And I squeeze the trigger, and bang. Now I'm out of ammo, I'm just heading back to base. We take off again. I actually keep the bombs. Now, here is a little bit of an interesting situation. Currently, we're in a 3v2. It's an A4B and a F104 versus 2 MiG-21Ss. But as you can see in the bottom left, the F104 just dies to an R3, which is unfortunate. Now it's a 2v2. And now you can see the A4 dies. Now we're left in a bit of an unfortunate situation. It's me versus 2 MiG-21Ss, which can both destroy me in a dogfight if I did that. So, which is very scary. Obviously, I want to win this game, and currently I see that MiG-21 flying towards my position. I assume he knows where I am, because I see him on the mini-map. He starts turning towards me, and I decide, finally, I switch to mouse view, and I'm going to bomb this base for the second base of the game. And bang, that's the base. Now I turn towards where I last saw him, and I don't capture it, but he just kind of jumps scare me on the left. I dump some flares, dump some chaff, in case he decides to launch a missile at me. Now he does not, and he kind of just turns back in for another shot. We roll under his guns, and we're just going to do our best to avoid him. Now this is the first dogfight of this video, and I actually never don't see this missile, and it just doesn't track, and I launch flares way too late. Now, this MiG-21 is chasing me, but because he's a MiG-21 and he's a Delta Wing, he will bleed speed like absolutely crazy. And same, even though we bleed speed like absolute crazy, the Harrier has one big advantage over the MiG-21S, that being it has incredible acceleration up to about 800 kilometers. The MiG-21 does have better max speed because it can go Mach, but in this case, we just force him into turn fights and then immediately try to extend, and hopefully he just messes up once. Now here, I just dodge under his guns again, trying to merge back with him. And here, I think I turn in again and give him a nice big shot, and he does not take it. We're just going to keep turning. And see, here he's like in the middle of a turn, he still needs to turn. So I'm just going to extend away, use my Giga acceleration to get away. And now he's about a little bit more than 1 kilometer out. And if he launches a missile at me, I'm paying attention. I can dump flares and chaff. Now, right now, the replay doesn't really show it because it shows I have 6 flares and 30 chaff left, but I have about half of my flares and half of my chaff still left. Now, as you can see here, this MiG-21 pops up and he launches an R3 at me, and I just chaff and it goes away. And this is a bit of a problem. I can't handle 2 MiG-23s on my 6. However, that MiG-21 just flies away. I don't know what he was doing. Now, I managed to do the same thing again with this MiG-21, basically praying the other MiG-21 doesn't come back. And for a second, I lose him here, but yeah, he's right above me. I roll around, dodge his shots, and since the Harrier is such a brick, we just bleed all of our speed away, and he ends up coming pretty close to us and just shooting. But he actually doesn't, and we just use our acceleration to extend away. He launches a missile, we flare, and all is good. Now, he's going to turn away, which is a big mistake. The MiG-21S does not have flares, and us, the AV-8, have AIM-9Gs, which are essentially a free kill as long as we're in range, because he doesn't have flares. Now, we lock him up, and we fire the missile. I go back into the view so you can see, we fire the missile, and he makes a major bad thing. He decides to turn, bleeding all of his speed away. And he turns and allows this missile to directly kill him. And now that's the 4th kill. You may be wondering, how did I win this game? At the beginning of the match, I said I got 4 kills. But, we already got 4 kills and there's still 1 MiG-21 left. Well, as you can see here, we're just going to repeat the same thing with this MiG-21. Except this MiG-21 is a lot better than the other one and can actually hit shots when the opponent is going 400. So we go in for head-on, I dump all my flares, and he missiles me. Yeah, right now, I kind of want to stick the dogfight with him. I might be able to get guns on, and that would be nice. But as you can see here, he gets the shot, but I roll out of the way. Now I'm gonna turn into him, try to see if I can get the shot, but no, he turns too fast. This was probably a big mistake. I know I probably should have gone back to airfield, but we're just gonna stick the fight. And as you can see, and later you'll see, I actually get really close to getting the shot. Now, he's on my tail, he decides to take a pot shot, and this manages to crit me right on the, I think the stabilizers. Now, I think one of my elevators is shot out. I'm switching back to player view to see if I can get the damage, but we got some pretty bad. It's not good. We're not going to be turning full performance anymore, but we're just going to be doing the same thing as I did before. We're just going to be trying to reverse the MiG-21, extend away. Now, I have a very valid reason to go back to base, but here I see a free shot if I want to pull into it, and we almost get the shot off here, and we probably would have if he didn't crit us from 0.8 kilometers away. Now, he ends up shooting in front of us, and I see, oh, base is just right there. So I'm going to head back to base and dodge his guns one more time, and he ends up shooting right behind us. Now, this whole rest of the game is going to be me trying to escape to my airfield. You can't really tell, but I have 2 minutes of fuel left. I can't be sticking the dogfight with this guy. I also have one of my elevators shot out and my stabilizer severely damaged. Now, we're still extending away from this guy. Now, in a second, he's going to be hitting, like, Mach 0.9 and starting to catch up on us. And Yeah, here he starts catching up, and this is bad because we don't want him to catch up. And I'm going to speed it up a bit because this is whole sequence. Now I start turning, trying to get him to overshoot one more time. Now he's catching up quite fast, and yeah, we just roll around, but this time he does the smart thing and pulls off and just kind of waits around so he doesn't overshoot me, and now he ends up directly on my 6 one more time. Now, he's taken way too long. He's finally realized that he shouldn't just be turning with me and letting me overshoot him. However, it's a little too late. We're getting very close to our airfield, and once again, he is catching up again, and he manages to snipe me. But this damages, I think, my plane even more. It doesn't change too much about how we play this, though. He does the same thing. He waits around, doesn't overshoot. However, this point, we're in the range of the airfield AA. The airfield has started firing missiles at him, and he decides it'd be a good idea to just keep going for me. And yeah, here you see two of the Roland's missiles just come rolling in and just destroy him. And one more missile just for good cause. And that is going to be doing it for today's video. It's probably a little boring, but I just wanted to showcase this. And if you're playing the AV-8C Harrier, you know, um, yeah, make sure to leave a comment if you like the AV-8C Harrier. Remember, subscribe. At 1,000 subscribers, I'll be releasing my Blindfolded Warthunder video. Thank you, everyone.